it's time to add the comment section to our admin dashboard. Now let's go back to our application. Let's log in quickly to our account. And then when we go log in, you can see over here, we could go to the profile, which is right here. And then we could go over here, we could see posts, we could see all the posts, and then we could see users that are created in this application. But now what we want to do is have a part over here where we could actually have one is dashboard, but the other one that we want is just a place where we could see all the comments. Okay, because normally right now if you go to the blog, like suppose any post, you'll see its blog page and then the comments are over here, right? But what we want is we want a separate dashboard where only the admins could see all the comments in this application, and that's exactly our goal here. So let's go here, close everything out, close all, and then we go and collapse this. Now what we do is we go to the client, public, not public, source, components, and we have to create a component here which is going to be called dash component, dash comments. So dash comments.jsx. Okay, so this is our comments component. It's going to be mostly similar to dash users, if you remember. This is also a table, so that we could just simply copy this and paste it right here. Now you want to add it to your basically add it to your which is called dashboard. So you go to the page which is dashboard. So essentially we have to go to the dashboard page. So we go to the dash pages, and then we have dashboard.jsx. Now over here we want to register it. So we have for comments, so you could just say for comments, okay, then we'd have tab is equal to comments, okay, like that, and then it would go to dash comments. So dash comments, and then we have it like that. Okay, great. Just import it. I hope it's imported. On the top, dash users, let's add dash comments. Dash comments. There you go. So now this is added. We go here, and this is dash users. Let's just cross that out. We don't need that. And then the dash comments, we go here, and we go to, you can see over here, user, right? So we go here. This is user. But if we essentially go to the comments, right now we don't have it here. So essentially if I go here, dash comments, I have exactly the same. You see this? This is our comments page. So we're gonna have to add that, but later on. So I'll say, let me just do it right now. So to add this in our dash sidebar, basically it's called dash sidebar. So if we go to the components, which is over here, and then we have dash sidebar right here. Okay, so now over here we want one for, so this is user, right? So you basically have one for users, and I think it's user. 1 minute. Let's go back here. When I click on user, oh, okay. What is this, man? So post users. Okay, so this is users. Sorry, let's just create that as users. Let's add this, link. So what I would prefer is having a JSX fragment. First of all, you will see this link tag. It's not gonna work actually. So it's gonna give this complaint. So what you want to do is, current user has to be an admin to see all this. You could just add a JSX fragment like this from here to the end of this. So right here. Which is like that. Now you want here is comments, okay, and what you want here is link dashboard tab is equal to comments, and then we have tab is equal to comments, and then we have high annotation, okay, and then we want to basically import this. Let's see over here. High annotation, where are you? There you go, it's imported. So now we go on the bottom, and we have this comment section, so it should be imported. So we have comments over here. Click here, and it's exactly like the same as the users. Now we gotta have to change this up. So go to the dash comments over here, and you could see from the top, most of it would be changed out because you normally now wanna have comments instead of users, so dash comments, and go all the way down, and you want to have comments here. Okay, now one thing is over here, they're getting user, we want only comments here, so current user, this is okay, but over here it should be comments. So what I would recommend is, this get user, get users, we want to have get comments. So over here should be get comments. Of course, this API doesn't exist right now, and we're going to have to get this API so that we could actually get our comments in here, and then we're going to put data.comments, and almost everything will be same, just the keyword of users will be changed to comments. So right now you could see over here, delete this comment, handle delete comment, all of this stuff is almost the same. We're just changing it up. Over here in the table cell, you can see that we have date updated, content, number of likes, post ID, user ID, and delete. Just modified it accordingly. And you could see now I could actually render it using comment.content, comment.number of likes, comment.post ID, comment.user ID. Okay, comment.updated add, and then I'm using new date, and then to locale date string to convert it to something readable. Now, one thing I want to say is that we have this API call, which is get comments. Now, this get comments doesn't exist in our backend, so we go to the backend server, and then we go. So we basically go to the new routes, and then we go to the comment, because this is a comment one. So let's go here, and then over here we're gonna have to add a new which is get comments. So router router.get, and then we have single quotes / get comments, like that, and then we have verify token, or verify user, sorry, and then yeah, because we have to verify the user first, and then we could actually get all the comments. And this is not just one. I want to tell you the difference between, okay, let's just have this camel case. Okay, now get comments, and this is get comments. Now I want to tell you the difference between this get comment and this get post comments. This is for a single post. We could get all the comments for a single post, right, based on the post ID. But this is getting all the comments for our entire web application, right? That's the difference, the key difference. Now if you go to the controller, comment controller. Okay, so over here we have delete comment, and right after that you could have a comment, get comment. So over here we have export const, and we have get comments, asynchronous, request, response, next. Okay, now over here, sorry. So now over here we want, first of all, we have to check if that is, request.user.isAdmin. If it's not an admin, then you could just actually safely say, just please don't and try to access this stuff. So error handler, and then we have 403, you are not authorized to perform this action. Yeah. And then just, go there. Okay, so now what we want is the next step, where we have a try and a catch. So we could actually have a try and catch. This we could handle with our, middleware, like that, next error. And then over here what we have is, you could basically query again, the start, like how many comments you want. So you could have a custom query start index. Where do you want to start from? Parse int. Okay, and then we have request dot query dot start index. Suppose we give an index, like when we start. If we don't, we start from the 0. We could have the limit set and parse int, and then we have request dot query query dot limit, and then if not, we'll give it by 9. Okay, then the same thing goes for the direction. So sort direction. Okay, and this is also request dot query query dot sort direction, and then we have sort direction, or basically we could say request dot query dot sort. We don't have to write the whole sort direction, we just say sort. And then if we give it like descending will be like DESC will be -1, or else it would be 1 for ascending. So now that's all good. Now it's time to find them. So basically you find the comments and await, and we say comment dot find sort based on the so basically you find based on, let's see, created at, and then you have sort direction, skip, you could say dot skip start index and dot limit to limit. Okay, that's good. That looks all good. Okay, so now let's go here, and then we have const total comments is equal to await, come on, WAIT comment dot count documents, like that. Okay, now we have const now is equal to new date, and then we have const 1 month ago is equal to new date, and we have now dot get full month, get full year. Then we have now dot get month -1, and then that. Okay, so over here we have this is we're getting the comments, then we're getting the total comments, and then we're also getting the last month comments. So this is how we do it. And you know, then we create this last month comments in last month. So we have await comment documents created at greater than 1 month ago. So this is how we basically get it. Return a response, so response status, and this is how we got our comments, and you know, everything else looks good. So this is basically our API call. So format document, and this is our, you know, API call to get the comments, which is pretty sweet. Okay, so now we finally could go in the dash sidebar, no, not in the dash sidebar, but in our dash comments, and you can see this is now going to be completely valid. So you could see over here, set comments is equal to the comments that we get, data.comments. Remember, comments.length is less than 9, and then we say set. So basically, you could see more comments, and it kind of works like the same stuff. So slash API like comment.get comments. Again, we could make this as capital C now. This is general, and then we have a filter here applied for this one. So get comments, and then we have start index is equal to the start index over here. Start index you could basically give by yourself, handle show more, and then, you know, it basically does the rest for us. So that's good. I mean, it generally calls handle delete comment. So delete comment. Now comment, delete comment. Now where's this delete comment? Well, if we go back to the route, remember that delete comment and the comment ID. That's basically there. Comment delete item. So if you go back here into the, we have delete comment, and then we have comment ID to delete. Everything looks good. This is how we delete it. And now let's go back and pull it up. So over here we have comments, users. So let's go and inspect console, refresh. So expected, so something crashed. Yep. So first of all, get comments is not defined. If we go into this, you forgot to add it. So in the MERN blog, MERN B logs, I don't know what to say. Line number 5, router.get. Where are you talking about? Oh yeah. So over here we have document projects, MERN, router.get, get comments, verify user, and get comment. I think, yeah, we forgot to import it. So let's go to the router again. So route, and over here get comments. There you go. So let's just have this. Man, this is important. Remember to add it. Get comments is going to be over here. So get comments is right here, and this is from this comment.controller.js. Now it's save it. Now it should be running. Okay, so turn it off. Restart it one more time. Go back here, and we have users, comments, and there you go. Got all the comments, right? So we got hello there. This is another comment, a new stuff, nice, insightful. So this is also based on what is the most newest comment, and you could have number of likes here defined. This is the post ID based on which post ID these comments are written, and you could also have the user ID who made this comment. Okay, you could also delete there, so you could want to delete it. That comment is now permanently deleted. Now you could see over here, inspect console, and you can see in the network tab, right now there's nothing. So suppose I want to delete one more comment. So let's suppose I want to, okay, so let's suppose I want to delete. So I have this one, really nice style. Okay, so this is, suppose I want to delete this one. I delete it. Okay, now you can see over here, this is a 200 success, comment has been deleted. So that's the, 200 success status code. And now if I refresh it, that comment is now gone forever. That's awesome. I mean, these are all our comments that we could see from our application. And we have done that perfectly done. Now we have to move on to the next part, which is add a dashboard page. So you could actually see everything, not just comments, but the users, the comments, and other information. So let's go here and go to the dashboard component. So over here, we're going to go to the components, and we're going to add another component. It's going to be called dashboard. So dashboard component.jsx. Okay, and we're going to have simple. So essentially, this is our dashboard component. So what my recommendation is to have all this things that we need. So first of all, let's have rafc here and dashboard component. Okay, now I want to actually add this to my dashboard.jsx. So let's go to the dashboard.jsx and then add it here. So over here you'd simply have, okay, so we have dashboard component. Okay, and then we'd have a tab is triple equal to, then we have dash, and then we'll have the ampersands, and then we'll have a dashboard. So dashboard board, and then we have component. Okay, so that's the dashboard component added right here. Now let's go back. I mean, you could see over here dashboard comp right there. When I click on the dashboard, it's good. Now let's go here into the dashboard component and just add it, make it so that it works. So if you look at the dash sidebar, this has been already added in the beginning, right? So we have this dashboard. So that's already there. Go to the dashboard component and, just get the part where, how this is going to work. So the first thing is we have some states that we need to examine. So first of all, we're going to have const users. We're going to have all the users and set all users. So what is set users? And then this is equal to, use state. That's set to null list. So you could have the use state hook defined here. Okay. So then you have the const comments, set comments, then equal to use state list again. Const, const, and then we have posts, set posts, and then we have equal to use state, and then we have this post. Okay, so we have we basically want to have these information: users, all comments, and all posts in our dashboard. Const total users in our application, set total users, and then you could have use state started with 0. I think you kind of understand the procedure here. So when we have total users, the next one you could get is the total comments, set total comments, and then we have the last one, which is set total post, set total posts, and then we have So we have comments, posts, and then the last thing is the month. We could basically have this one there. So one thing over here is over here we have last month users, and over here we have a use selector. You basically go to import it, use selector from React Redux. Sorry, what is that? React Redux. Okay, and then you basically create that user, and yeah. So essentially we have a use effect hook. And I'm trying to just make you understand the meaning of this. So basically we're gonna use this use effect hook. This is gonna be very useful. The reason why I'm saying that is because this use effect hook will actually call based on the current user. So okay, based on who the current user is, it's gonna basically call some cool functions. The first one is going to be const fetch users. So fetch users is equal to asynchronous sync, and then we have this and then this. Okay, so this is our fetch users, and let me just fetch all the users quickly. We have everything. We already have all of this defined for us. So console.log, try to fetch the users, and all pretty simple. So we have const response is equal to await fetch, and then we have /backtick /API /user get users. So get users. Okay, now if you could see, we could just limit it to like 5. I just want to show you that we could have this comment users. So remember, in our components we have users, so comment.controller, post.controller, user.controller. So not our controller, actually let's go to the routes. So route.controller, post.route.js. So over here, just add it right here. So you could see over here we have get post, and then we have get post, right? And we have every API users, post route, users, where are you? There. So over here we have get users, and this is exactly what we need. So get users, and then we're gonna basically get other users here. Okay, so we limit it to 5, convert it to data. We basically check if it's a good one. Then what we do is we set the users, what we have, the state, and we set it to our data.users. Okay, and then we have set total users, and then we have total users, and set last month users to total last month users. Exactly the same. I mean, this is exactly how it's going to work. You could basically call this right after this function. So right after this, you could just say fetch users, like, come on, man. I mean, no, it's saying that all, but just call this right now. And I'll show you the cool part over here. So let's just have this console log. Okay, now you're going to understand that there's this, what is it called? This is called set users. So set users, okay? Okay, no, sorry, not you. So I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to say total users, okay? So we basically use this first one, set users. Then we have set comments and then set posts. But let's have set users, or let's just have users, sorry. Okay, 5 users it's going to show me. We could have the users, and then we could have the total users as well as the last month user. So let me just have the users, then we have total users, and then we have last month users. Okay, so let's go back here, and you'll see some issues, but we'll fix them. Use effect is not defined. Let's quickly have use effect. Okay. Okay, so that's good. Okay. So you can see over here, we have 5 users. Amazing. This API call is super fantastic. Now, you saw it over here. You could also look at through this. So when I refresh this page, you can see this, get users basically gets a limit of 5. And you can see these are the last month users, 7. Total users are, last month users are 5. Total users are 7. And this is the, users which gave me a limit of just 5 people. That's amazing. I really love this. So now exactly like this, we create our fetch users. We could use our, we could use our fetch comments and, fetch posts as well as fetch comments. So let me just show you how this would actually end up being. So let's just go here and would have fetch users. Okay, same thing. Fetch posts, same thing, but we're using posts now. These are all exist, remember. And then the last thing is fetch comments, same thing. And we have it set comments. Okay, so one other thing I wanted to say is that this is going to be called only if I'm a, so you can see over here, if I'm a current user is an admin, then you're able to call these one by one within the use effect, right? So use effect is only going to be triggered once your current user changes. So first, like, you're using a current user, you're going to check if you're an admin, actual admin. If it is, then, these things are going to work. Cool. This is so cool. Okay, so we have this first one function. Just making a space so that they're separated. Fetch posts, fetch comments. Okay, that's good. All of that is good. Okay, so now let's go into the return, and you can see over here we want to display them. So we have these really nice divs. We have the total users here. Yeah, total users, and then we have this icon, and then we have this last month users right here. Total comments. Last month. Just random, styling so that, everything looks good on a table and everything like that. So let's just view it, see form spec, console, and we'll have objects are not valid as a React child, found objects with key. Okay. So the first thing is we have, let's refresh this one more time. Okay, so we have an issue over here. Let's go on the top. Objects are not valid as a React child. Found object with keys, ID, user ID, content, title, image, category, slug, created at, updated at. If you meant to render a collection of children, use an array instead. So I was pretty much stuck here and I had to debug pretty deeply here. So I was using console logs, and I'll tell you this is a really good approach to debug and see what the issue is. So first of all, it was happening here. So you can see this code if I could actually zoom out a little. So, you have to break it up. So there's these sections. So I was complete with the fetching. Everything was working here. The use effect works flawlessly well. For I'm talking about the dashboard comp.jsx file. Now over here we have exactly over here. If you look into the div, now over here we have this div, and then we have this div, and then we have this div, right? So and then we have this one, right? So these divs are all perfectly well. Everything was working. If you could see over here, everything works in that. I could guarantee you that. The problem was coming in these some over here. So what I had to do is comment each of them and then see which one had the root cause. So when I commented, I found out this div had the issue. Well, I explored it into some detail and I saw total post and then last month post. Well, last month post was returning a list of objects. It wasn't a number, and that's why it was not rendering properly over here, and it was giving an issue. So when I did dot length, because it had a property of dot length. So you could see over here. Okay, so let me just show you what last month post means. So if you go here, it's a list, okay, a list of objects. And then there has a property of length that tells 10. So when I did like this, I could only get the number, see? Now this number is over here. So now that's perfectly done. You can see that's over here. Now I can remove all these console logs. Everything looks good. And everything is good now. We can uncomment this out as well. And control / you can see this is now calling this API, and you're gonna basically get the usernames, okay? You're gonna get the comments, and you're also gonna get the post. One thing I just noticed is that, so right here you can see this is all cool. You could see all this. If you want to basically go and read all the comments, click on here and you could go to the comments page, right? Go back to your dashboard and you could see this post. You could click all and you could go to the post page. And one more thing is that, if you click you know, this is just there. So, you know, you basically could see how many posts are there. Okay, these are only going to give you the top five, and top five. Now, and that too, the, you know, we have a sort on. So if you, there's no button here. Okay, there is a button. So now it goes to the users, and you could see all the users in more detail. This is just a nice dashboard. It has now, you know, total users in this application, total posts created, total comments, last month, and over here, this last month, you know, I don't have comments, but you know, you could basically fix that out as well. It has an undefined issue, but I would leave that problem fixed to you guys. So try to solve that out. Rest, I'm going to provide the source code, and then we can move on to the next part of this application, which is we have to create the home page. So right after when you complete the you basically complete this, you know, what's it called, the dashboard comp. Let's create the home page. So the home page is in the pages. You go to the components, then there's pages, and then there's this home.jsx. So just put it over here. And what we want to do is we want to create a really nice looking home page here. So we're going to use some reuse components here. So I'll show you what we did over here. Okay, so the first thing is we have a link call to action using that component, right? And use effect, use state, postcard component again. Now we have a home, we have a post, and we have this really nice use effect that only runs when you first load the page. You have this call, and then it goes to this get posts. Okay. So if you go to the 1 minute, so over here, I just want to verify get user, get comments. Okay, that all what seems to work. You can see I'm limiting it to 5, limiting it to 5. So over here we have get posts, and it fetch all the posts. Okay. Then after that, you can see over here we I set it over here. I have some random text over here. Welcome to my blog, all that, and you know, view all the posts. So let's go and see this in action. Go to home page, and you can see over here. You can welcome to my blog. You have really nice. I mean, you have this component here. So you know, recent posts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So view all posts, and then you could go to the search page to view more posts. But right now, you know, you can see them like this. So really nice, you know, way to show them. You know, that looks really nice, and you know, they're basically like this. It's just, you know, just allows you to keep reading more posts. So that's good. And then, you know, you could go back here in the home page. It will keep going, and you could read more and more. And this is going to go to the search. Yes. So in the next one, we're going to be talking about this. We're going to, you know, implement the search, so that if I ever, you know, search any kind of post, I get, you know, a post related to it. So, you know, if I say JavaScript, I would get the JavaScript post. If I say, you know, hello world or something like that, you know, I would get a post related to that. So yeah, stick around for that.